everybody. Doing a gum chewing, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter review here today. I know I am like 9 years late on this game. I talked about how I remember watching a video, I believe it was on Giant Bomb, of gameplay of it. It had been like 14, maybe 15. One of those years. I think it was 2014. Because it came out on PC first, I think, and then it came to PS4, and then it came to the Xbox and Switch later on. But I was like, man, this game looks kind of cool. Really cool environment. Looked incredible. Seemed like a kind of interesting kind of mystery game. And then I saw when it was on Xbox, but I didn't want to drop 20 on it. And I found out it was on Steam. I think I paid $4. And I got the redo as well, which I think said it takes out some backtracking you do. But anyway, I played the regular version. But yeah, I enjoyed it. The game starts off, you're Paul Pescaro or something. There's going to be spoilers here. Paul Pescaro is like a supernatural, like, detective. And he just shows up. You're outside of you're on the train tracks, there's a tunnel behind you. You walk and then you start doing the kind of thing in the game where you find these traps and you gotta hit the A button. And they kind of reveal themselves fully, like through it. Like it forms like I find all the traps and it forms like a full picture of something else that you have to find. You go find it. And then you move down a little further. And it's like I don't know what kind of train car it would be. Small little car, train tracks, like I don't know what kind of thing it would be, but it's small. And then you find a person's legs on the tracks and then a dead body. And you have to search around the area and find things, inspect them, and then he has little things, the words pop up, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes the words spin and you have to line them up, kind of move the controller in the right direction to get them to line up. And then you can find out where, you use your little vision or whatever the hell it is. And then you open up another picture and you find out where that item is. And then when you find the stuff, you have to chronologically, there's these things come out of the dead body, like little spirit-looking things. And they land in different spots, and then you have to go to each spot. Visions appear of how the crime or whatever, the murder went down. And you have to chronologically do it. If you do it wrong, it will stop. But the first one you have right, or if you have two right in a row, those two will still be set, and you have to figure out the others. And then when you do it, it fills in, shows you what happened, and then you move on. Like I said, this is a really nice-looking game. Now, Ethan Carter, apparently wrote to this detective because the sleeper, he apparently awakened the sleeper, and his family's starting to lose it, and they want to make him suffer to please the sleeper. And so you find out what's happening to Ethan during these story beats when you're examining a body and you put everything together. He's usually there. Most of the time he's there, not every time. The game world looks really nice. It's the woods, there's a river down below, like a lake. You go across a bridge, some nice looking houses and buildings. Not a ton, but the woods all look nice as well. It's kind of linear. Like I said, you can explore a little bit, go up into the woods, and I found a hand grenade that I had to throw off the bridge because I was walking into things on the bridge, the little whatever they are, kind of viewpoints or whatever, and all of a sudden it's throw a grenade, and then I had to do that and throw it in the water, and something else happened. But I said it's a nice looking game. Even now, this is a game from 2014, and it still looks really nice. And my PC was able, this laptop was able to run it fine. The voice acting in the game is okay. It's not fantastic. It's decent. The guy you're using, I think it's Paul Pescaro. I think that's his name. He's pretty good. Kind of has Max Payne type voice. He talks throughout. Kind of gives you the random thoughts and shit. And there's some puzzles in there as well. Like I talked about the one puzzle where I'm in the house, and I had to go into Ethan's house and look at all the rooms. I had to write this down on my phone, and then I had to go into this other house and do these little portals, and I have to hit the button to get the rooms to line up to his house, and then a hidden room appears. There was two other things. This game's in first person, by the way. There's a thing where you end up in the mines, you do another murder, you gotta figure it out, same thing. Another minecart type thing appears. And then there's another part where you go deeper in the mine, like these people, like Ethan is telling stories as well. Like you find one in the woods when I told you about the astronaut appeared, I had to chase him, and then you go into space. That's like one of Ethan's stories. And this other one was this miner, this cursed miner, and deep in the mines, you gotta find these 10 bodies in this maze in the mine. It's actually pretty creepy. The miner like appears out of nowhere and starts kind of looking for you. You can't go near him, or you'll start back at the beginning of the maze. Then you have to find those and do a puzzle with these symbols. And then all of a sudden you're in the water. And it's like a Cthulhu. I think it literally is a Cthulhu monster, or Cthulhu himself. And it's another story as well. So there's some different kind of puzzles as well. And you're finding out the story of everything. You're finding out the story of whatever, happened to Ethan and stuff. Like I said, it's a short game. I beat it in 5 hours. Honestly, to be honest, maybe it could have been a little longer, but I think it was kind of good, the length it was, because it kind of wrapped up the way it should. But it was a nice mystery and stuff. Like I said, the graphics look nice, all the trees and everything look nice. The houses and shit, It's, it looks a tad dated because it's an older game, but it still looks really nice. Like I said, a lot of these older games still hold up. The story's kind of cool. There's gonna be some spoilers, right? This is like an end game spoiler right here. So if you haven't played it and you're interested, stop listening for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. When you get to the end, you do another puzzle. You go to this burned down house, and you find Ethan there, and all of a sudden you realize, through the game, that Ethan made your character up as a story. And he came in. I won't tell you what happens to Ethan, but he made you up as a story for a reason. So you're like a story character as well. And you find out what happened to Ethan and stuff. And, I won't spoil anything other than that. I won't spoil, like, Ethan, what happened to Ethan in the end, and his family and whatnot, but like I said, the family keeps trying to turn on him and get him, and then you see them through these cutscenes, because when you go to the murder scenes of dead bodies, you find out what's happening. And you have to do, like, certain things, like, I didn't realize there was something else I had to do, because I got to that end game part, and all of a sudden the map appears, and there was, like, a couple of things crossed off that I had done throughout the game world. It's not an overly big game world, and that's what the backtracking, they talk about, it takes out backtracking. You backtrack, I guess, a little, but it's really not that bad. It's not a big game world, and you can run, there's a run button, so you can get, I like to get the last achievement, because I didn't know that you would do this in the beginning of the game. When you start behind the tunnels behind you for the train, if you turn around and run down the tunnel into the light, you get an achievement. I looked it up because I'm like, I didn't get this one, what is it? And I backtracked from literally almost the end. Actually, I did backtrack from the end burned down house all the way back there. It took a couple of minutes. It wasn't that. The game world's not that big. But what was I saying about the backtracking? Oh yeah, I found on the map, so it gave me a chance to fast travel to that point and then figure out that area and figure out what I missed. And that was another one of his stories that I did. It didn't involve like a murder scene or anything. It was a cool little mystery game. I liked it. I kind of like these games, even though they're short. I don't mind that too much. Especially when you get them for like $4 or $5, maybe $20 for the game. I would think, well, not, because there's like no replayability here. Once you've done everything and did the little side things that you don't. Actually, I would think you'd have to do them too. Yeah, you have to get the full end game. There's no reason to go back. at all. So there's no replayability there, but it's a nice 5 hours, cool mystery. Spoilers here too, kind of a depressing ending. But it was a cool game. I liked it. Like, it graphically looked good. The voice acting overall was okay. It wasn't like stellar. Decent little music in there, not a ton of it, but decent little music and sound effects as well. And the puzzle did cool. It was cool figuring out, looking and inspecting all the things, and then figuring out how it all took place and stuff. I like that little puzzle thing. It wasn't overly hard, but it was still cool. I liked it. And like I said, there's some creepy parts too. Like the mines were kind of creepy, and like the part with the miner and stuff was creepy. But I liked it. I would honestly give it like an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the only gripes is it's maybe a little linear. You know, you're going from point A to point B. There's like not much to do other than finding those two. The thing with the astronaut and the witch house, which I had found out I didn't do through that map and went back to it. And then searched around the area and found it. So there is some exploring. Not a ton, but like I said, it's not a big game world and it moves straight forward. You can do things, I guess, out of order too, because I'm pretty sure I did. Because the way they were lining up, they're like the murders, they're like figuring out the full scenes and seeing how things went down. Like I was like, well, this would have probably made sense if it was earlier. So I guess in a way, it's not that linear in terms of like you can find the spots. It's not going to take you long to find these areas to go to, but you might not do it in the order the game has them set in or whatever. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Like I said, I'd go 8.5. Graphically, it looks nice. It's a nice kind of just mellow game, kind of a walking simulator, but cool little puzzle action and stuff. And it's a cool mystery how it unfolds and how you figure it out. It keeps you kind of guessing a decent amount as well. But like I said, I'd go 8.5 on it. Like I said, you could say it's a bit short, and maybe there's not much to do, and there's like no replayability. So once you beat it, you're done. But it's a nice experience, and if you're getting it on a Steam sale for $4, it's absolutely worth it. If I was putting a price tag on the game, I'd probably say it's worth like $15. I mean, shit, I used to get some of those Call of Duties back in the day, and the campaigns would be like 5 hours, and those were $50, $60 games. And if you're not playing online, it's gonna, you know. But I used to play online, like the Modern Warfare 2 and stuff. But yeah, a nice game. Definitely check it out if you have Steam. It's not on sale on Xbox because I went and looked last night. It's $20 on there. I don't know how much it is on the Switch and the PS4. But right now, up until July 13th, it's $4. I think you can also get like the deluxe edition that might have a soundtrack or something else in it, maybe commentary. Some of these games have some commentary tracks on them. I know Firewatch did, and Gone Home did as well, which is kind of cool. As you're playing the game, you play through a second playthrough or something, the creators are talking about it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10 on The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. It's a nice mystery game that still looks really nice to this day. Like I said, I'm well late to the party. Overall, like cool puzzles, and it's just a cool mystery figuring it. It's watching it unfold. It's a nice little change of pace. Another one of these games like Stray. It's a nice change of pace game. I like these kind of games, you know. But yeah, that's my review of that 8.5, and thanks for checking it out, and have a good day.